Okay, if you had to describe the library in 3 words, what would they be?
Whew, okay. 3 words to describe the library. One would be friendly and professional and just a second home where now I'm going on with more than 3 words, but that homely feel when you walk in and you see the librarians that you've known all these years, and you have a familiar place to go and those familiar books that you remember throughout your life, but also new ones that you're excited to read. It really is it's a wonderful place. My name is Chelsea. I have been a resident of East Lansing all my life. So I grew up here. I went to Michigan State. I'm actually a 5th generation of Michigan State. And then found my husband at Michigan State. We moved here. I've been a member of the East Lansing Library for my entire life. I remember even when I was little, coming to the library and checking out Arthur books when I was very, very young. And I actually still have my first library card from the 3rd grade that I still have in my wallet and use to this day. And this library especially, I've seen it grow through all of the different construction and bonds and things that they have added onto it, and it really is remarkable. This room right here, it's newer, and they have been able to really change for what the community needs, but it also still has that nice feel for community library feeling. It's hard to put into words the feeling you have when you come to the library, especially when you know reading is so important and you know other people might need more of a push for reading, or especially in my career in education, I can see children that love to read and others that are hesitant. But the minute you walk into any library, if you take the time to really just sit and grab a book and look at it, it's amazing how that feeling of just curiosity and exploration just unfolds. And it's so much fun to see any child doing that, because even with my own daughter, I see her looking at a book. Oh, I remember this. I want to get this again. Or this is from the same author. Let's do it. And it's just so exciting to see a child or a grown-up who gets excited to read a book and learning new things and wanting to come back. So I have lots of memories here at the library. From when I was very little, being a part of the summer camps, looking for books in the children's library, and really enjoying the wonderful, amazing world of reading, and growing up going to different sections of the library. Then when I went to Michigan State, I got a degree in child development, and we had quite a few classes on children's literature. And so then I kind of came to the library with a different professionalism background for it, and could look at all those books that I grew up reading in a different light, and more with the teacher education aspect to it.
That's so interesting.
So I really enjoyed coming to the library for that aspect. And then now I am in my 15th year of teaching kindergarten. So even to this day, I will still come to the children's library section, get all my books for teaching, books for my daughter, and then also stop at my favorite section, which is the mysteries, and get one of the series that I'm working on. And it's just a wonderful time for my life, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
A top memory that I have is, there's a lot of them. All right, so one of my top memories is in 2 parts. So whenever I come to the library now as a grown-up, I always think of my teaching side, what books do I need for the classroom? And then what books do I want to read for at nighttime, on my own time, especially in the summer. So one summer, my husband and I are ready to go on our vacation for our honeymoon. And we had a really special honeymoon in Europe. And it was this honeymoon of a lifetime because a friend of mine was getting married in England. So we were able to go to England and Venice and Rome and Paris, and we just had this amazing time. So for me, knowing we had all this traveling, I decided to get a mystery from the library that went to every single place from our honeymoon. And my husband thought I was crazy. And I said, but we're going to have this long plane ride, and we're going to have all these train rides. So part of my suitcase, actually, I was able to fit in for our 3 weeks there, this little section of a teeny part of our East Lansing library that had a mystery in Paris, a mystery in Venice, a mystery in the Swiss Alps, and it just so happened where every time we got to a new place, I had just finished that book and was able to start a new one, and it was so fun to have a little part of our library with me so far away on the special honeymoon of ours, and it was really fun to have that time reading as well as that special memory of our honeymoon.